po itong marami sa inyo. Si Angel, ang mommy ko sa MMK. Dakilang fan. Hi Elijah, hi Kuya Baron, and hi Miss Sylvia. Hi Kyle, congrats from Beach Bros. And of course, Andrea, kakatapos lang ng drag UNB kagabi. Congratulations. So, first question, ayun, syempre, mother, super iba talaga. So, yun. First question would be for Ate Angel. Ate Angel, kasi ito, ako, tinanong kasi kanina ni Margie, sabi niya kung maganda ba itong show, sabi ko, tweet ko na ngayon na, this is a worthy replacement to Dirty Linen. Sobra. As in, ang taas. And yun. So, ay nga pala kay Sylvia, yun, huwag kang mangamba. Parang. And then question ko, Ate Angel, kasi Feliz was such a phenomenal character. And hanggang ngayon, nag-uusap yung mga tao, yung biglang character development mo na ikaw na yung susi sa katotohanan. So, everyone is so into Feliz now. So my question is, paano yung naging pagpag mo going to this role? Kasi iba nung pinapatunasan ko, hindi na si Feliz, ibang-iba. And we know that you're really a great actress, you're a primetime queen, my God. But ano po yung paano naging pagpag, yung proseso of going from Feliz to this one?
Sa timeline natin, when did you start, kailan natapos ang taping ng Dirty and then kailan ka nagsimula dito?
Thank you for calling me ate.
Hindi mommy.
Don't call me tita.
I love you, ate. Though you're my mommy sa animation.
No, pero natapos kasi kami ng Dirty Linen ng March.
Okay.
So I was given ample time to get to psych myself up to be another character. And syempre nakatulong yung physicalization nga. So, and because they told me about her and direct gave me a very thorough view of how he sees Tanya. So, sabi ko, okay, sige, gusto mo, kulayan natin yung hair, ganyan. So, I did. So, that helped a lot. Nung nakita ko na, pula na yung buhok ko. Parang, konti-konti, sinusuot ko na siya. And of course, yung unang araw namin, kami agad yun, and really heavy scenes. So, medyo hindi lang sausaw, parang nilaban na kami agad dun sa characters namin. And so, instantly, we had to be them. Although, of course, it took a few hours to find our footing. Pero with the help of Andrea, with the help of Direk, pagka nahihirapan ako, she would look me in the eye. And yun. And that helped a lot. That kasi yung una palang confrontation na namin ni Andrea agad. So, nakatulong na when you have supportive actors around you, it really helps. So,
thank you. Favorite scene ko po yung niyakap niya siya kanin. Ay, hindi nyo ba nalapad doon? Yung sinatawag ko siya Luna kahit siya si Sky.
I know, that was
It was so sakit. Doon, senang yun.
Epekto ng biras.
Yes.
Hindi, tsaka mas kinakahiga ako nung naiiyak ako kasi na-feel ko yung loss ni Luna and then na-feel ko yung pain niya in calling her Luna even if she's Sky.
Ano epekto kaya? Anyway, ayoko mamaya.
Thank you for your question.
Yes, ayan. And then to Andrea, of course, ayan. Sabi ko, tinit ko, you're the most versatile actress of your time. Congratulations, babe. Grabe from Drag UNB, diretso sa ano. Ang question ko sa'yo is, how do you prepare for your, especially is dual to, ang hirap nitong pag-ibahin. So how do you actually prepare for each role that you take on, especially dito sa senior high? We're curious, we're fans. Alam mo yan, from pangako sa'yo to growing years. So.
Actually, with this one po, I was very specific talaga. Gumawa ko ng notes. Dalawang dito si Luna, dito si Sky. Tapos nanood ako ng mga alam kong movies na may twins. I also asked all of my friends na may twins kung paano bang dynamics ng twins, iba't ibang set of twins kasi syempre hindi naman lahat ng twins, alam mo parang magkakaparehas. Talagang lahat ng from physical to emotional humor, anong humor ni Luna, anong pinagkaiba ni Luna kay Sky. Si Sky ganito umupo, si Luna ganito umupo. Paano ba maglakad si Sky, paano maglakad si Luna. Lahat po talaga inisip ko na parang totoong tao sila para makita sa screen yung pinagkaiba ng dalawa. Yun po, yun lang naman, nag-research lang ako and parang create ko lang yung dalawang girls sa utak ko tapos nung
Ibang-iba promise, ibang-iba.
Talaga ba?
Parang sabi ko, tweet ko kanina, you remind me of Claudine before dun, when she did triplets. Kaya mo pala, kayang-kaya mo, saan ka man naroon. So,
Yun kasi actually pinakagusto ko talaga mapakita na magkaiba sila.
I'm so proud of you. Congrats, Andy. I've seen you grow up. Ayun, hindi ako matatanong kay Miss Silvia. Nasa starstruck ako kasi Esperanza pa lang. Fan po. So, last question na lang for both Elijah and JK. Juan Carlos na pala. Ayan. Congratulations, guys. Yan, Elijah, hope you're okay ka naman na.
Yep.
Yes, thank you. And question ko lang is, what makes this show special na you delve into this? So parang yes, kinuha ko. Of course, si Juan Carlos, we've known na medyo picky siya pagdating sa acting din. Yung sa, ayun sa Cinemalaya, you were really great yung sa Cinemalaya ending nyo last year, right? Last year ba yun?
This year.
Yes.
Yung Blue Room.
Blue Room. So yes, so congratulations guys sa Blue. So what made you get into this, and last question ko na po, so congratulations po sa lahat. I'm sobrang ganda po ng show. Congratulations.
Okay, Juan Carlos.
Natuwa na ako.
Actually, I don't know. I don't know. Honestly,
Are you
it was
picky
super-
talaga? Is it, picky ka
No,
talaga?
hindi naman necessarily. It was really more of like an I had this like an random epiphany moment around 5 years ago siguro na parang I really wanted to focus and give all of my time to music and really get myself and immerse myself into that scene, talaga just music. That's why I really took a long break with TV, anything TV actually. ASAP, Showtime, all of these guestings, ganyan. Tapos the last show I did was A Love to Last, and then after that parang ayun na, I was like I wanted to do music. So marami yung mga tinanggap just because not because I was picky, because I wanted to really give my all to music. And then
In 5 years na-achieve naman, di ba?
sana.
Yes.
marami pang kailangan i-achieve. Marami pang kailangan i-achieve. Pero yeah, I mean, I'm happy naman because at least in some sort of small way I was able to like grow my family in the music industry and really get to know all of these people. Yung mga iniidolo ko sa music, nakakasama ko na. Nakakatrabaho ko na sila.
That gave you so much, as a music person.
And then parang around 2021, I got the inquiry for Blue Room with Ate Mana Asuncion. And then I was like, sige, subukan natin ulit kasi I really love film and acting as well. And then ever since then, tuloy-tuloy na po. And then itong project na ito, super random lang to. Sabi ko parang, sige, parang ang saya bumalik ulit sa TV. Tapos nung nalaman ko na sila yung makakasama ko, parang,
True. Thank you, Jake.
Thank
Juan
you.
Carlos. Si Elijah, isang pinag-usapan ng MMFF because of that, my goodness, napaka-brilliant na pelikula mo yun.
Thank you.
Is this, nauna to o nauna yun?
Nauna po yun.
Okay.
But when I got this, I mean, I'm very grateful na, Dreamscape considered me for this and I'm very blessed, I guess. But swerte din ako ng mga projects most of the time na na-offer na titik yung boxes na gusto ko. It's like just 2 boxes, basically. Like one is a role na different from anything I've done, something na challenging, something I can have fun with. And then second, a theme and a message that I think is either personal or important or very urgent. And this show has all of that. Kaya, yes agad. And nung nalaman ko pa, same with JK, nung nalaman ko ito pa yung cast, and Direk Ona, Direk Andoy, then game na talaga ako agad.
Actually, ngayon ko na-realize how medyo intimidating yung cast. So, for the word pero I hate to compare, pero walang bano sa cast that I am proud of. Sobra. Pretty much like dirty. Ayoko maging compare, pero wala rin, napakaganda rin kasi ng show na yon. So appropriate and deserving na kayo ang pumalit dun sa time slot ng Dirty Linen. That's senior high.
Thank you.
Okay, I will give them now the microphone to Manila, Freebie Manila. Jimpy and Arcon, who are you guys familiar with, right? Okay. Especially the Baguettes.
Hello, good afternoon po, and congratulations sa ganda ng first 2 episodes.
What's your favorite scene?
Ang dami, pero ito yung una kong itatanong kay Tita Sylvia. Kasi ang simple ng eksena dun sa simple pero mabigat, yung may nahulog sa harapan mo, di ba? Parang nakakaloka. Tapos, meron kang gustong ipaglaban pero ayaw nilang maniwala. So, first muna po, why did you say yes? Kasi na-mention naman ni Sir EJ that you've been picky with your roles and you wanted to
Picky kasi, nakaplano kasi, di ba? Mas kinanta mo sa...
Yeah, nakaplano kasi ako talaga mag-stop right after HKM kasi yung role ko dun, malala talaga yun, as barang. So, na-drain talaga ako noon. There was a time na, first time actually na nangyayari sa buong buhay ko na umiyak ako off-cam. na sabi ko, Lord, sorry ha, magtatanong ako, pero pwede naman akong magsasabi kung ganito, pero pwede naman akong ano, Lord, di ba, magtrabaho, pwede naman, kaya ko naman hindi magtrabaho. Pero bakit ang hirap nito, dito pa rin ako? Parang ganon, nagtanong na ako sa sobrang hirap, parang, pero passion eh. So alam mo yun, iba pag nasa dugo mo, kahit sasabihin mong kaya mo nang hindi mag-artista, kahit sabihin mong nakakain ka ng tama, pag tinawag ka ng showbiz, yung passion mo, wala kang magagawa. Like ako, sinabi ko naman actually sinabi ko 1 year lang. Sa umabot ng 2 years. Tapos, yun nga, tinawagan ako ng Dreamscape. Nag-usap kami ni Direk Eric about yung role ko dito as Lydia. So, nung pagsabi sa akin, nagustuhan ko. So, sabi ko, okay, balik na ako after 2 years. So, kakaiba kasi ang role. Iba talaga from Be Careful with My Heart, di ba? Greatest, yung pamilya ko, hanggang saan. Pero, eto, ano pa rin to? Puso pa rin. Lolang puso. Pero may iba. Ang laki ng pagbabago. Like, nagpagupit ako ng buhok. Para dito. Actually, di ba, Mars, sinabi mo kanina, di ba yung nagulat ka, may wedding, ba't ako biglang nagpakasal? Kasi mas maganda daw pag mahaba yung buhok. Eh, kailangan eh. Kasi nauna yung gawin. So, kailangan kong magpagupit. Actually, sabi ko, anong buhok kong gagawin doon? Pero wala. Kailangan. Kasi gusto ko sa loob ng 2 years na nawala ako, gusto ko may bago. Ano yung bago? Siyempre, unahin mo muna yung tsura mo. Kasi yun unang makikita eh. Then, pangalawa, atakihin mo ng iba. Kasi doon na makikita every night yun. So, unang binago ko yung tsura ko. Mukha na ba akong boyish? Mukha na ba akong boy?
Si Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep na yun.
So yun. Ganun nangyari. Yun ang ginawa ko. So, thank you naman. At hanggang ngayon, pinagkakatiwalaan ako ng ABS, ng Dreamscape, ng magagandang role, di ba? So, yun.
Kasi Sylvia, pwede bang manghingi ng konting teaser? Kasi ang konti pa lang ng eksena kanina, no? Pero parang may intriga kasi doon sa character. Tapos may relationship pala kayo ni Kyle. Like, kayo pala yung magkamag-anak dito.
Kala ko, boyfriend kita eh.
Ano lang ang pwedeng i-share, Mars?
Yes, simple.
Andito naman production pwedeng i-cut kung nag-overshare ka. Wow!
Ano po kasi yung nakita?
Ano ba pwede kong i-share sa role ko? Hindi kasi
Ay, hindi na sila
hindi talaga. Okay. Bakit ko to, nakalimutan ko yun. Okay, thank you, Direk Eric. Nung in-offer sa akin na Direk Eric to, ganito, ganyan, drama na naman, Direk. Anong bago? Bukod sa magpapagupit ang buhok, sinabihan niya ako, mag-action ka dito. Gusto ko talaga mag-action. Bata pa ako, gusto ko na maging action star. Pero hindi ako, nalilihis ako kasi napupunta ako sa kontrabida, tapos napupunta ako sa drama na nagsasabi ako, pagkatiwalaan nyo lang ako ng action. Pagkatiwalaan nyo lang ako. Huwag nyo lang ako ikahon sa luha. Pagkatiwalaan nyo lang ako. Gagawin ko lahat para magulat din kayo. I mean, di ba sabi ko nga kay Direk Eric, hindi ko pwedeng sabihin na kaya ko mag-aksyon kung hindi ko kaya. Kasi ako ang mapapahamak, ako mapapasama, ako mapapahiya sa'yo. So sabi nila, ito yung action na gagawin mo, bla 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 bla. Sabi ko, Direk, request, pwede bang itodo natin? Direk, ito itong gusto ko mangyari. Umuo sila. So hanggang ngayon, naghihintay ako at sisingilin ko si Direk Eric. Kasi yun, mag-action.
Siya na si Bagwoman.
Bagwoman. Yung action, yun. So, abangan nyo po kasi kung nakikita nyo bumabaha ng luha before, pag ako yung nandyan, ngayon, hanggat maaari, wala. Tsaka, kasi touchy ako lahat sa mga show ko. Hello, anak. Iba ngayon. Iba yung namin dito. Oo, basta, iba. Basta, yun. Manggugulat na lang kami maglola.
Thank you, Tita
Thank
Sylvia.
you.
And then, second for Elijah, yun nga na-mention mo kanina, sobrang different nga, that's why you said yes, no? Pero, kamusta yung proseso? Kasi parang this is your first medyo anti-hero na character na makikita namin from Game Boys and then the show that you did.
Revealed na ba parang gano'n na ba ang dating sa'yo, Jim?
Yes.
All the way na? Okay.
Kasi yung mga sa abangan, di ba, medyo iba din yung
I guess, swerte lang din kasi yung writers, three-dimensional na agad yung pagkakasulat kay Archie, na hindi siya sinulat lang bilang bully. hindi lang siya masamang bata. I mean, may pinanggagalingan siya. I mean, I think napakita naman sa first 2 episodes. Mas malalim pa yung dynamics ng family nila. Yung pressure from the father, pressure from the mother, and yung paano sila sa isa't isa, paano nila tratuhin yung isa't isa, and yung power na nabibigay ng tatay sa mga anak niya. Kaya naaabuso nila. Kasi bata pa lang sila. Hindi pa nila talaga alam paano i-handle yun. And I think sa pagkakasulat pa lang, ang magagawa ko na lang ay i-justify yun. And have fun with it, basically. Kasi first time ko nga din yung ganito ka a-hole na.
Elijah caliber.
I mean, malayo din talaga siya kung sino ako in real life. And I like that. Sobrang nag-enjoy ako pag ganong klaseng challenge.
How's the process na lang and are you enjoying it?
Right now, super enjoying it. I mean, may pressure and responsibility because of the topics na inaano namin sa show na tinatakal namin. But laki ng tiwala ako sa buong team and sa buong cast na lahat kami we're in it to win it. We're in it to justify it and really send a good message out there na yun nga nabanggit ni Blythe kanina na parang hindi i-romanticize, na hindi mag-trigger, mas mag-spread ng awareness and ma-open yung conversation para mawala yung stigma. Yun.
Thank you so much
Thank
po
you.
and congratulations.
Thank you.
Alright, thank you. Mabilisan lang to pag magko-close lang siya ng pages niya, but we have to call in the editor po ng Manila Standard for the next set of questions. That's Nikki Wang. Nikki, here, abot na mic please, friends.
Hi. First of all, congratulations to the entire cast. Parang the first 2 episodes gave us a glimpse on what we can expect in the next parang coming episode ng series. Now, my first question is for the younger member of the cast. Kasi parang lahat sila may bubog eh. Parang may pinanggagalingan. So my question is, well, since the topic being discussed in the series is all about mental health. So what aspect of mental health that your characters are going through that you wish the viewers can resonate with? So let's start with
Can we start with Kyle? Kyle, yung ang ganda ng tanong, would you like to bilang ikaw mukhang kakapitan yung pero may pinipinpoint si Nikki na the mental health ni your character?
Well, my character naman, there's a reason why I relate to him, pero hindi pa pwede sabihin kasi hindi niyo pa po nakakita. But that's also why I was very excited to do this project. Kasi I feel like for a lot of us in this cast, especially sa aming mga teens, may mga pinagdadaanan talaga kami. Mental health is a really big thing. It's real, and gusto na talaga namin ipakita. Open up that conversation for everybody, like Elijah said. Para sa akin naman, my connection with my character is sobrang mahal niya yung pamilya niya. He's that guy that he just wants to do good in life. Kahit pipilitin siya gumawa ng mga bad things, even if that means even if he has to do that just to take care of his family. And that's something that I related to growing up. If we go back to the past year in my life, di ko po pwede sabihin po talaga kung bakit ako nakaka-relate kay Obet. Pero I feel like the more you watch the show, the more that will unfold. And makaka-relate yung mga bata ngayon na sobrang mahal nila yung mga magulang nila. Yeah, it goes deeper than that.
Thank you.
Sexy ng boses ng Kyle, nakakainis. Go ahead, Nikki, Juan Carlos. Just the teen cast, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So, sorry po ulit, the question was basically parang
sa mga viewers na who might be going through the same situation, parang ano yung aspect
Any specifics?
sa character mo na sana gusto mong makarelate sila?
I feel like it's really the whole concept of being misunderstood. I guess it's really that. Kasi for Gino, Gino is this brooding bully na anak ng may-ari ng school, kaya sobrang yabang niya sa school kasi napaka-powerful ang pamilya niya, ganyan. But then he's going through so much with his family. Diba, Dad? Tapos, ang sasaya ng mga scenes namin lagi ang bibigat. Sobra. And so ang grabe yung pinagdadaanan ni Gino na kumbaga trauma and all of these things that he's going through with his